The topic of today's video lecture is Principles of Supramolecular Chemistry. So in this video, I am going to explain what is supramolecular chemistry, the examples and all of the principles along with the applications. So moving on towards what is supramolecular chemistry? Well, supramolecular chemistry is also known as the chemistry beyond the molecules because in supramolecular chemistry we discuss all type of non-covalent interactions, okay, and these non-covalent interactions include the hydrogen bonding, the van der Waals forces, the pi-pi interactions, the electrostatic interactions. So all type of non-covalent interactions are going to be discussed in supramolecular chemistry. In supramolecular chemistry, the focus is on the study of interactions and the properties of molecules and molecular assemblies beyond covalent bonding. So, moving on towards what is a supermolecule? Well, a supermolecule is a species that is held together by non-covalent or weak molecular interaction between two or more covalent molecules or ions. So, take this example here. This is an example of a supermolecule in which all of the molecules are attracted towards their nearby molecule by non-covalent interactions, that is the hydrogen bond. So consider this molecule here. As you know that this molecule is formed by different covalent bonds between that of carbon and nitrogen, the nitrogen and hydrogen. This molecule is formed by the covalent bond. Again, this molecule is also formed by the covalent bond. The blue one is also formed by the covalent bonds, and this red molecule and this blue molecule are attracted towards each other by the non-covalent interaction, that is the hydrogen bond. So all of these molecules are attracted towards their nearby molecule by some non-covalent interaction, and that in this example is the hydrogen bond. So this here is a supermolecule and an example of supramolecular chemistry. So moving on towards the next example, as you can see here that potassium is present inside this crown structure. And again, this is an example of a supramolecular interaction, the supramolecular chemistry. Moving on towards the different types of supramolecular interactions that occur in supramolecular chemistry. These interactions include the ion-ion interaction, and the strength of ion-ion interaction is about 200 to 300 kJ per mole, and the example is tetrabutyl ammonium chloride. And again, the interaction between ions and dipole, the interaction between dipole-dipole, the hydrogen bonding, the cation-pi bonding, the pi-pi interaction, the van der Waals forces, and the hydrophobic interactions, all of these interactions are the non-covalent interactions, and these are present in the supramolecular chemistry. So here, as you can see that there is some smaller molecule that is added into this crystal lattice, and this smaller molecule is held in the crystal by some non-covalent interaction, and so again this comes under the subject of supramolecular chemistry. Moving on towards this example here, as you can see that this is a host molecule and this is a guest molecule, and this guest molecule is present inside the host molecule, and this guest molecule is being held by some non-covalent interaction. So this is a host guest complex, and we study it in supramolecular chemistry. Moving on towards another type of the interactions, and that is when the small molecules arrange themselves. So in this case we have self-assembled aggregate, and between this self-assembled aggregate there is some non-covalent interactions, and these non-covalent interactions makes this molecule come under the subject of the supramolecular chemistry. So now we are going to discuss some key points about supramolecular chemistry. So first of all, as I have just told you earlier, that supramolecular chemistry involves non-covalent interactions. Okay, so the second point is molecular recognition. The supramolecular chemistry investigates how molecules can recognize and bind to each other selectively. So we discuss the selectivity in molecular recognition in supramolecular chemistry. So how does the selectivity takes place? As you can see this example, here the gold nanoparticles are kept with dodecane thiol, and these dodecane thiol accelerates the alcoholysis of silane. So, when these gold nanoparticles have the dodecane thiol chains, these silanes will come inside this chain and there will be some space available for the reaction to occur, and so there will be the acceleration of this catalytic reaction leading to the products, and these products will then be released. So this is a type of the molecular recognition. In this case, only the specific molecule goes into these chain, okay, and these specific molecules give the product. So this is a part of the molecular recognition. Moving on towards self-assembly, well, supramolecular chemistry explores the spontaneous formation of larger structure through self-assembly. Well, consider this example here. As you can see that we have a hydrophilic domain and we also have hydrophobic domain. So when the self-assembly will be performed, all of the hydrophilic domain will face outside, whereas all of the hydrophobic domains will face inside. Okay, so this is just a form of the self-assembly. Moving on towards host guest chemistry. In case of the host guest chemistry, we have a larger molecule and we also have a smaller molecule. The smaller molecule will be placed inside a larger molecule, and such type of interaction will be host guest chemistry. Here, a host molecule provides a cavity or binding site for the guest molecule. And again, you have to notice that there will be no covalent interaction between the host and the guest. These interactions can be utilized for molecular recognition, drug delivery, catalysis, and sensing applications. Moving on towards the fifth point, and that is the molecular mechanics. Well, supramolecular chemistry also involves the design and synthesis of molecular machines. Okay, so there is the design and synthesis of molecular machines that can perform controlled movements or actions in response to external stimuli. So whenever there will be some external stimuli, such molecules are synthesized that will respond to some external stimuli. And how are they going to respond to that external stimuli? Well, there will be some release of the guest molecule. There will be reversible release of the guest molecule in the presence of stimuli. And when the stimuli is not there, then the guest will again bind with the host. Well, moving on towards the applications. Well, material sciences, we have, well, supramolecular chemistry finds its applications in material sciences, drug delivery, catalysis, sensing, molecular electronics, nanotechnology, and it also provides a versatile platform for the design and development of functional and responsive materials. So that was all related to supramolecular chemistry. If you have any question, you can ask me in the comments. The next video is going to be about the host-guest interaction. So if you have not liked and subscribed, please do it as early as possible. Thank you and Allah Hafiz.